What's going on, guys? It's Jimmy here with your $600 second stimulus check update and your $2,000 third stimulus check update. In this video, we're going to hear from Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer on both the impeachment and the third stimulus check and the third stimulus package. And if you haven't been noticing in our comments on almost every video, probably every video, we get a couple thousand comments on every video, but on every video, we have been getting comments of people that are still getting their $600 second stimulus check. A lot of people were like missing it, and kind of some people had given up hope, and they are still coming right now. Literally in almost every video, I get people commenting that they just got their $600 stimulus check. They just got it today. They just got it yesterday. Let our viewers know if you just got it in the last few days. A lot of the checks that the IRS Get My Payment tool that says that the check was mailed out on January 6th. People are getting those checks right now. And also a lot of people are getting debit cards in the mail. So be very, very careful that you don't throw away your stimulus check because it's a debit card. Some people are getting debit cards. Some people are getting stimulus checks in the mail. Some people that were supposed to get direct deposits are getting checks or debit cards too because, well, the IRS is just not perfect, to say the least. So a lot of people are getting their checks right now. You can read down below in the comments and you'll probably see dozens of people saying, I got my check today. I got my check yesterday. So don't lose hope. You got to remember, guys, that the second stimulus check is still going out. They're working on the third one. Nancy Pelosi says that we're expecting to get the third stimulus check bill this week. We're going to have new details here from Chuck Schumer and also some pretty interesting stuff, which I've been saying for a while, is that new data and kind of new news places are starting to pick up on what I've been saying for a while, is that there's multiple stimulus checks going to happen this year. This third stimulus check package is really just the first that they're going to pass this year. They can use their reconciliation card multiple times this year and next year to pass multiple stimulus check packages. This comes in addition to additional checks, or as you know, we call them buckets of money on this channel, mortgage and rental assistance, where the federal government will literally pay your rent or give you a check or your landlord a check for rent for several different months. Let me clear up a little detail here too. I see this occasionally by somebody who said that they applied for rental assistance last time around and their landlord didn't want to partake in the program, so they didn't get it. The program from this time around, the second one, from the second stimulus check package, $25 billion, it says in that package that if your landlord doesn't want to partake, because what they will do is they will pay your landlord directly for rent. If your landlord doesn't want to be in the program, then they'll send the check directly to you and then you can use it for rent. So just keep that in mind. I haven't gotten any data yet about the money that's coming out this week. The money was expected to be to the states, the $25 billion to the states by today. So for the most part, we can assume that the majority of states have their money today. Maybe some states are a little bit delayed, and the states should be turning around and sending that to you guys. They're going to be opening or reopening up their mortgage and rental assistance programs from the first time around. So if you got rental assistance, comment down below if you got rental assistance the first time around. Because again, it just kind of helps our viewers kind of understand. And again, it's going to be for all 50 states this time. So all 50 states, there's going to be cities and counties. And that is from the second stimulus check package. That's $25 billion rental assistance for you guys. Then there's going to be a third round from the third stimulus check package, and there's going to be a fourth round of rental assistance for you guys from the money that's going to the states and cities of the third stimulus check package. That'll be the fourth round. That'll be definitely after the third round. The rental assistance money goes out to you. It goes out quicker. The state and city money comes back around after the states and cities they spend some of it. And let's just say that a state gets $1 billion. Okay, there's $350 billion going to states and cities. What they'll do is they'll spend some of the money on their fire department, their police department. They'll spend some of their money on infrastructure, roads, paying their payroll for people that work at the city, and they'll spend some of that money on rental and mortgage assistance. You'll know this because if you got the first rental assistance package from any of your states and cities, that came from that bucket of money, the states and city money. This time around, the second one and the third one, those are money that are not for states and cities. It's literally just for rental assistance and a little bit of utility assistance for you guys on this one. So these are like new buckets of money that they just created that should be happening this week. The states were supposed to get their money by today. Then the states are going to start redirecting that money to you guys through rental assistance programs that you will have to claim. I will keep you updated on these when they're starting. If you see them starting in your state, as always, comment them down below. The comments are very helpful. Don't just complain in the comments. Let's make our comments helpful. Hey, I just got my $600 stimulus check. Hey, I got rental assistance before. Hey, our state just reopened their rental assistance. Apply now. Hey, our county just reopened rental assistance. All these things help out our viewers. And you got to remember, the second stimulus check, people are still just getting it now. Like the third stimulus check, it has not been worked on that long. I know that some people say that Biden was going to pass it in his first day in office, but if you know anything about politics, that wasn't really possible. And I don't know if he actually said that he was going to pass it his first day. I think that he meant his one of the first things he's going to pass. So remember, they're drafting the bill right now. We're expected to get the bill. In fact, let's jump over to Chuck Schumer, who's the Senate Majority Leader, who's going to tell us more about this and the impeachment trial that is going on right now for President Donald Trump. And as always, if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe down below so you don't miss out on new videos, and hit the like button for us. All right, here we go.
Hey, good morning, everyone. Thanks for coming. And again, the guidelines will be quick. So we're here today to announce that in the next 3 weeks, we will be doing 3 things, all of which are very much needed in the Senate. There will be 3 essential items on our plate. The trial of President Trump, now that the House has impeached him, bold, strong COVID relief, and approving the President's cabinet, desperately needed at a time like this. The Senate must and will do all 3 and advance all. The Senate must advance all 3 in the next few weeks, and we will. And we will. The stakes are too high to delay any of them. So let me discuss each one. First, impeachment. On the impeachment of the President. Then, on the 26th, members will be sworn in to sit for the trial. Because remember, the senators are jurors. The House is like the prosecutor, and the Senate is like jurors. After that, both the House managers and the President's defense will have a period of time to draft their legal briefs, as they did in all the previous impeachment trials. And during that period, the Senate is able to do other things. And the 2 biggest things we will do are approve a number of the President's key appointments and advance the COVID relief bill in a bold and strong way that helps New York and helps the country. That's what we will do during that time. In terms of impeachment, look, everyone wants to put this awful chapter in American history behind us, but sweeping it under the rug will not bring healing. The only way to bring healing is to actually have real accountability, which this trial affords. And so we will move forward with the trial. It will be fair, but it will move at a relatively fast pace. Let me talk about COVID relief. The President, with a good deal of input from we Democrats in the Senate, has put together a bold, strong plan for COVID relief, $1.9 trillion. It includes many of the things we need. We all know how desperately we need vaccines across America, and he has a plan to do that and greatly accelerate the number of people who can be vaccinated. We need state and local relief here in New York and in many other states, so that bus drivers and sanitation workers and nurses and firefighters and so many others will not be laid off. Many, many states, including ours, are hurting budget-wise and need that relief. We need more help for transit. We were able to get the MTA the money it needed to continue operating at present levels, but they're going to need more money. We need money to help the unemployed. There are many, many unemployed people. And people need checks in their pockets. And we will increase the overall amount people get to $2,000 a person. That would be $4,000 for a couple, $8,000 for a family of four. All of that must get done quickly. We hope our Republican friends will see the need and work with us, but if not, we will get it done. There are other means that we can use, including reconciliation, that will enable us to do this. And finally, on nominations. Last week, we confirmed two of the most important of the president's nominees, Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin, the first African American to ever have that position, and our Director of National Intelligence. Scheduled to be voted on Monday night is Janet Yellen, and she will be, I believe, affirmed. She came out of committee 26-0. I'm proud to say she's a Brooklynite, a graduate of Fort Hamilton High School, the rival of my high school, Madison High School. But there are other positions that we must fill. Secretary of State, Department of Homeland Security, Secretary of Transportation, Secretary of Health and Human Services. With all of the domestic threats, with all of the foreign threats, and with the crisis where we desperately need vaccines and other ways of fighting the crisis, we need these cabinet officials approved quickly. And again, we hope our Republican friends will join us. So it will be a busy, busy 3 weeks. Busy 3 weeks. Impeachment, bold COVID relief, and the cabinet. And we will advance all three in the Senate. And one final thing I want to talk to about vaccines here in New York. So I spoke to Mr. Zients. He's heading up the COVID response team for the administration.
So next year, he's going to take a few questions that will kind of clear up a couple details about what he was saying there.
I have a great deal of faith that the Biden administration, when it comes to vaccines, will see a total turnaround, and it will be effective and efficient and move in a very positive way. Questions on these subjects?
Mr. Majority Leader, waiting to say it. On the Senate, have the rules for the trial been set, will there be live witnesses? And also on rules, when will the organizing resolution be adopted? And can you do that with 50 plus Paris, or you need McConnell?
Okay, let me just say a few things on this. First, on the trial, we have negotiated the preliminaries of the trial and when the trial starts. I didn't mention that. The trial will start the week of February the 8th. And as I said, I believe it will be a fair trial, but it will move relatively quickly.
So what's interesting there is that basically the articles of impeachment have gone to the Senate now, but the Senate trial will not start until, as he said, the week of February 8th, which is still about 2 weeks away. It's interesting that it's kind of playing out like that.
As I said, I believe it will be a fair trial, but it will move relatively quickly and not take up too much time because we have so much else to do, but at the same time it will be fair. On the organizing resolution, Mitch McConnell will not dictate to the Senate what we should do and how we should proceed. McConnell is no longer the majority leader, and in every Senate in the past, they have come to an agreement on an organizing resolution, Democrats and Republicans, to move forward. McConnell's standing in the way. He will not dictate to us how we move forward.
Majority Leader.
That's it. Next.
Thank you, Majority Leader Schumer. Will President Joe Biden revise his COVID-19 relief plan monetary-wise to attempt to work with Republicans on cost concerns? And also, the Trump alleged plot to remove the Attorney General, you called for an investigation. So I wanted to ask you, if you may, comment on the status of that investigation?
Yes. Okay. Two things. First, the number one need for America is for bold, strong relief. We have the greatest economic crisis we've had in 75 years since the Great Depression. We've had the greatest healthcare crisis in 100 years since the Spanish pandemic flu wreaked havoc across the globe 100 years ago, a century ago. And so we need a big, bold plan. We hope the Republicans will join us in that. Now, some of the remarks from some of the Republican leaders has not been very positive. but there's a meeting today at the White House, and I am hopeful that Republicans will see the need. But if they don't, there are tools we can use to move forward on our own, and we will, because the number one goal is a bold package that meets the needs of the American people. Back in 2008, the arrow was whittled down, and the recovery took a decade. We cannot go through that again.
So yeah, basically a lot going on this week. I will keep you updated with everything. There's several things that we're expecting this week. Number one, the third stimulus package bill. The actual wording, these bills are thousands of pages. They've been working on it. We heard from Nancy Pelosi that they were working on it all this past weekend already. And it's in their subcommittees, so we could literally have this bill as early as tomorrow. So we have the third stimulus package bill that we're expecting this week. This will give us more details about the checks, about the unemployment checks, about the rental assistance, about the $1,400 paid sick leave, hazard pay, all these different buckets of money in there. We're also expecting the mortgage and rental assistance this week, as it has gone out to the states now, and these states will probably start distributing it this week. I will keep you updated on that, how to claim it, when you can claim it, and things like that. We're also expecting possibilities on executive orders, student loan forgiveness, Social Security increase, of which we've heard from Democrats that both of those can be done through presidential executive order. We're getting executive orders passed every single day. Some of them are about climate change and racial equity and stuff that, I don't really cover on this channel because, well, there's so much to cover already. I try to stick mostly to stimulus and semi-related news. Obviously, like the impeachment is big news because it's, everybody is all concerned about that, and it's very directly related because it's in the Senate and it's dealing with both presidents. And, so mostly I stick to stimulus and related news. I know a lot of you guys look to me for your news source because you don't have cable TV or you don't have TV and stuff like that. So I do keep you updated on like the most important things. But mostly we're sticking to stimulus here, unemployment money, mortgage and rental assistance, student loan forgiveness, and of course we just had the big $15 an hour minimum wage bill that was just released today in the House and the Senate. Make sure you watch that in my past two videos if you haven't yet. And share this video so others like you will know about these programs and these different buckets of money that they can claim so that they don't miss out also. You can click this top video here to watch my most recent stimulus check video, which is on stimulus and the $15 minimum wage bill that was just released today. And this video teaches you how to start your own business selling products on Amazon FBA. I have a program where I teach people how to do that and replace their 9-to-5 income. Click on one of those videos to watch them next. Thanks, guys, and I will see you in the next video.